our next speaker is Natalie Crummer. Is Natalie here? Welcome, Natalie. Face it towards you. That's it. There you go. You can have a seat, and when you're ready, I'll start the clock.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. I'm going to go a little bit off script as well. Just in the beginning, my name is Natalie Crummer. I am a mother. I'm a business owner. I'm also a mother of a vaccine-injured child. I'm here to put my heart out. It was hard for me to come. I came from Kitchener, which is not as far as some other people came here. A lot of people took off work to come here. That's how important this is. No one here is getting any sort of incentives to be here. No one is getting any sort of, if anything, we're losing money, losing stuff from our business to be here. I want to talk about, as far as, I'm not going to sit here and say a slogan over and over again about vaccines are safe. It's really unfortunate to hear that. It's not even making it open for discussion when you hear all these families and their stories, and then someone comes up here, they're safe, they're safe, they're safe. Say that to all the other stories that came before. Let's have a conversation about this. It's really unfortunate that we can't even have this open conversation. It's 2019. There's access to information. There is no study that a doctor has access to that I don't also have access to. So to be like, oh, your Google research, it's 2019. There's no secret studies. Everything's peer reviewed. We have access to all of this information. So that's really unfortunate to try to be like, oh, because you found that on Google. Yeah, because we don't walk around with 10,000 books in our trunks anymore. That's where it's a PDF version of a book. That's what's frustrating. Let's have these conversations. Let's not just say, oh, that's misinformation because you got it off Google. So did you. That's what's frustrating. So I'm going to talk about, thank you very much for the person that talked about their experience of having polio as a young child. In regards to polio, I'm going to be talking about some information from Dr. Susan Humphrey's book as well as J.P. Hanley's book. I'm not a doctor, but I'm able to do research. I can read. I can decipher. I'm a competent person. So there's no polio in Canada. The last wild natural polio case in Canada occurred in 1977. There have been 3 reported cases in the U.S. since 2005, all from vaccine strains of polio. Worldwide, there are more new polio cases due to vaccine strains that become virulent than there are due to wild polio viruses. Last year, vaccine-derived viruses paralyzed 105 children worldwide. The wild virus affected just 33 children. And more shockingly, and little known, is the fact that between 2000 and 2017 in India, 490,000 cases of paralysis were a direct result of the vaccine. A short history, the polio scare occurred during the 1940s and 1950s. Polio was a summer disease occurring during pesticide spraying season and has been linked to DDT, especially around apple orchards, fruit and vegetable farms. The use of DDT in North America began in 1945. Polio infected clusters of people.
Natalie, you're just over 3 minutes, so I'm going to ask you to wrap up with the final sentence, please.
Sure. I'm just going to say one of the biggest problems that we face is the exaggerated, one-sided, fault-free history of vaccines. In 1956, the Medical Association instructed doctors to change the polio
Natalie, thank you very much.
I'm almost done. Polio diagnosis to an acute flaccid paralysis diagnosis. So by changing the character of polio, the medical
Natalie,
industry
were
able to say polio has been eradicated through a vaccination, which it has not.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions for Natalie? Okay. Our